Hello, and welcome to Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter, a podcast where Dr. O from All Creatures Every Spine interviews doctors and animal owners that utilize animal chiropractic to get their unique perspectives. Yes, it's really a thing. Dr. O utilizes his 30 years of experience as both an animal chiropractor and veterinarian, and to dig deep into the discussion of complex issues affecting the lives of your animal friends and companions. Join us for this educational episode. Thanks for joining us for this portion of the episode as Dr. O begins to answer the question, what is animal chiropractic? He will look at how the chiropractic adjustment is a valuable and viable treatment for what ails your animals.
I'm often asked how come I always adjust the atlas first, right behind the skull. It's obvious that my dog's problem is in his butt. I mean, anybody can see that. Come on, doc. How come you adjust his neck first? Well, just because that's where the symptom is, which is, the weak back leg, the muscle, doesn't mean that's where the problem is. For instance, if I were to step on your dog's tail, the dog's going to yip. So that would mean, the symptom is a yip, a vocalization. It's up at his front end. But, what caused it? Me stepping on the dog's tail. So that's kind of like if we have a nerve impingement at the first cervical vertebra, it affects trillions of nerves in the whole body, all the way through the body. And so therefore, when we relieve that subluxation at the base of the skull, it affects everything all the way through the body. Just like when we step on the tail, the front end yips. When we adjust the front end, the back end gets better. And that's why I always adjust your dog's atlas first. So chiropractic addresses the base of the problem, the root of the problem. We try to get to what's causing the problem. It's the vertebral subluxation. And we don't treat symptoms because usually symptoms are just the tip of the iceberg. If you had asked the captain of the Titanic and when he saw the iceberg ahead of him, if it was very big, and he'd have said, no, it's not very big. What's floating on the water doesn't appear to be very big, but what's underneath, is what really got the Titanic in trouble. So these vertebral subluxations are what's causing the subluxations. And that's why sometimes your pet has multiple tips of the iceberg. And the animal chiropractor will adjust one place. And it'll be like, let's see what happens. I think that'll take care of the issue. And it's because what's happening is these vertebral subluxations are lurking beneath the surface, and they're decreasing communication between the brain and every muscle and organ in your animal's body. And by removing these subluxations, the body can heal, rid itself of the symptoms, and get better. And that's what animal chiropractic is about. So I hope you'll let me adjust your dog now.
Make sure to visit our website, allcreatureseveryspine.com, where you can subscribe to the show and learn more about getting your animals adjusted. If you are in the Meridian, Texas area, drop in on a Tuesday afternoon to get your animals adjusted. If that isn't possible, schedule a consultation on your animal's health with Dr. O. You can also purchase a copy of Dr. O's book, Yes, It's Really a Thing.
Standard Process is a third-generation family-owned company in rural Wisconsin. You could say we just make nutritional supplements, but we know we're changing lives. We grow ingredients on our own certified organic farm without pesticides or herbicides. because we think they should be as close to nature as possible. Quality is our priority. That's why we do everything right here, from hand-picking the seeds to delivery, so you know exactly what goes into every bottle.
What is going on, everyone? My name is Stan Smith. I'm the CEO of X-Dog and the inventor of the X-Dog Weight and Fitness Vest. What is the X-Dog Weight and Fitness Vest? In a nutshell, it is the world's greatest harness for dogs. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're looking to build muscle, combat obesity, address anxiety issues, high energy, you want to suppress that energy level. If you just want to take the average walk and turning into a health improving workout, we made it so convenient to exercise your dog that you literally only need about 30 seconds a day. It doesn't matter if you're doing basic obedience training or competing at high level dog sports or in protection sports. The X-Dog Weight and Fitness Vest can enhance it and take any type of daily lifestyle to the next level. If you want to be part of our mission of eliminating canine obesity or just being a part of our team, make sure you go to teamxdog.com. As always, man, I want to thank you for your time and your support, and Team X-Dog strong.
Helping others experience an abundant life with the gift, art, and blessing that is Animal Chiropractic is our sole mission at All Creatures Every Spine. It's what we do. It's what we love. It truly is what keeps us motivated to help people just like you. I truly love the art of chiropractic. It drives me to provide the highest level of chiropractic possible. And as fellow chiropractic business owners, it's that love that drives us to become better. However, the reality is that sometimes running a successful business can be challenging. Sometimes there can be obstacles to overcome. We all know the old saying, if it were easy, everyone would do it. Well, one thing that is really easy is marketing our clinic with a professional animal chiropractic website by the Chiro Website Pro, Tony Seymour. He's a professional web designer, and his team at Chiro Website Pro take good care of us. They simply make marketing our practice 100% hassle-free. If you're looking for the #1 hands-free way to market your practice, give the Chiro Website Pro a call at 423-779-4630 or simply visit www.chirowebsitepro.com and make sure you ask them about the special A.C.E.S discount and let them know Dr. Amy and Dr. O sent you. You'll be glad.
Join us as Dr. O interviews a certified chiropractor, veterinarian, or an animal owner. These enthusiastic people explain how they utilize animal chiropractic to alter the lives of the animals in their communities.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Animal Chiropractic Clinic Chatter, and we have a special guest with us today from across the pond, and not the little pond, the big pond. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Dr. Opperman.
Hello everybody. I am a chiropractor, and then I enrolled in the A.C.E.S program, if I'm correct, 2 or 3 years ago. If I'm right, that's when I qualified, and I did the AVCA exam as well. And well, actually pretty good news is that I got South African Vet Board registered this week. So we are taking animal chiropractic to Africa. So that's where I am based, and that's where I work from. So it has been a life-changing experience, and we are changing lives.
Cool. So
yeah,
let's talk about those things independently. So first off, you're in South Africa.
Yes.
Chiropractor, did you grow up there?
Yes, I grew up in South Africa. I'm born and bred in South Africa.
Okay. And why did you decide to be the first AVCA certified chiropractor in South Africa.
It's actually quite crazy. Like a lot of like my equine clients ask me, I don't even ride horses. I think I've ridden a horse maybe twice or 3 times in my entire life. I think the big reason was to better my practice and to be more diversified. I just opened up a complete new business sense and knew how to do business in South Africa, and I've never looked back. I actually told my wife the other day I must have done it the first year when I started practicing. Why did I spend 10 years not doing this? This was a thing that was out there and I never knew about it. So yes, so that's why sometimes I tell people I feel like a prophet. I go all across Africa and just spread the word of animal chiropractic. So yeah.
All right, cool. That's what we like to hear, because if we can, BJ said, you never know what you say or do today, how many people that's going to affect in the future.
No, definitely. That's the truth.
And that's one of the reasons that Dr. Amy and I teach, is because we know that we can't adjust all the animals that need to be adjusted by ourselves.
Yes.
And so, now you're over there in South Africa adjusting animals. Talk to me about the vet board.
So it took us some time. So again, I think everything just fell into place with me, is that I didn't know where to go and who to go speak to. And just by hook or by crook, I ended up at a lady that's a vet herself, that she does a lot of animal rehabilitation. So she doesn't practice veterinary medicine like she used to, where she would just inject, and she has a complete rehab center. So she does a lot of hydrotherapy, as well as what we'll do with normal human athletes. So I somehow got to her, and she was actually the head of this rehabilitation part of the vet council. So through her, I could get to the right people and got registered with the vet council now. So there are other chiropractors in South Africa that say that they can treat animals and so forth. So luckily there were 5 other chiropractors that they studied in the UK. I don't know exactly where they studied in the UK, and they are also doing animal chiropractic here. So I told them about what I think we should do, and so we sort of 6 banded together, and then we all 6 of us got registered with the vet council in last week. So yeah, so now legally we can treat animals without having issues, as well as then obviously things like this malpractice insurance, and you get a practice number, and for medical aids, for animal medical aids, they can claim now because we have a practice number.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So and is it fairly, so what do other like new animal chiropractors need to do to be registered?
So it's still pretty early days. So I think in the next week or so, I'll get together with them and send them out an email and just ask them exactly how we can get other people to join the program, because my biggest issue at this time of the fight is that I need another one of myself. So so I'm actually starting with maybe like a mentorship program where we can get funds together, send them over to A.C.E.S, let them do the program, because that's one thing that I've noticed as well, is that I have worked a little bit with the other chiropractors, and the way they approach it, I'm not 100%, I don't agree with it 100%. And I do believe that the results that I'm getting is not just because of me being myself, but I think because of my training. So I do believe in a lot the way that A.C.E.S approaches the whole thing, and it's just a bit different. So it makes you unique, and the results speak for itself. So we are busy with a mentor program where we want to send people over. Obviously with Corona and things like that, it's a bit difficult right now, but that in the other sense as well, it helps a little bit, because I am given time a little bit just to get everything in order, exactly how we are going to go about it. The detail is we still have to figure out the details.
one thing that we're doing because of Corona is in May, we have 1, 2, and 3 weekends in a row.
Okay.
So we have some Canadians coming in. And so they'll only have to quarantine 14 days total.
Yes.
They'll spend some extra time here, only 14 days when they get home instead of 14 days 3 times. It means 22 days less of quarantine for them.
Yeah. So what's happened is I was supposed to travel to the States in March for the UFC, but as your president closed the borders for South Africa, so South Africans aren't allowed to go anywhere in the world right now because they say that the second strain originated here. So we have to stay put right now. So yes, so we have a bit of a mission.
So yeah, and so what's happening is we're getting people signed up, and they're getting the online stuff done out of the way, so that as soon as stuff goes, boom, we can get it done. Yeah.
I need to find a chiropractor that's willing to do it as well, because a lot of like European countries have come and stolen a lot of our chiropractors. So we are like surely like we're far in between right now in South Africa. But I've got a vet friend of mine that I've met through the process that she's very interested, or he's very interested to go into that sort of line and see what we can do from there.
Well, cool. All right. So, hey, tell me what your biggest win is with Animal Chiropractic, besides it's changed your life.
No, it has. It has changed my life, my family's life. I think a big thing is where the normal traditional veterinary medicine, there's nothing wrong with it. I do believe that there's a place for it. But I do believe my big thing is where I've sort of found my niche is more in performance animals. So pretty high-end horses that jump Grand Prix level or with the racing industry. So I'm busy with rehabbing a racing horse. He's about 4 years old. They actually wanted to put him down. And I said to the lady, let me just have a look at him and I'll treat him for free for a month. And I'll think he's had his, to give you a bit of an history, is that he won quite a lot of races and then suddenly just came dead last. So for no obvious reason. He wasn't necessarily lame or anything like that. So I've worked with him for a month now, and I think he had his first race last week, and I think he came third. So from a horse that was about to be put down to he'll have another at least 2 or 3 years in his career. So the other day, I think in the week previously, somebody asked me to come have a look at the goat. So that was a pretty interesting challenge just to try and figure out. See, that's why I like the A.C.E.S program, because you get the bases, and because of what they've taught you, you can sort of play around with it. So now I was thinking about this goat. Must I adjust it like I would adjust a dog, like I do a horse? Because you can feel the joints move, and you can sort of make a plan and work around it from there. So we'll see now. I don't think they're going to put him on the fire right now. He's not going to be eaten right now. I think he still has some time left, because he's they use him to breed with. So he's a breeding goat. So and he struggles to mate with the females. He can't jump up because he's sore. So we'll see in the next couple of weeks exactly how he goes. And a friend of mine owns sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
No, it's great. Keep going.
A friend of mine owns it sounds terrible, like a petting zoo, but they have wild cats. And he rescued a cheetah, but the cheetah had a torn cruciate ligament. So we're working with the cheetah as well. But we need to get the vet in so that the vet can sedate him a little bit, because I don't feel like being munched or being scratched by a cheetah right now. So that also has its challenges. So I must say that's where my life is right now. So I can show you guys quickly where I am. Just hold on a second for me. So I'm actually next to the coast. So you'll see the coast down there. So I'm actually traveling for 4 ponies, so I'm only going back home on Monday. So I'm doing a whole trip down the coast of South Africa treating horses.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what do you wish all of the animal owners in your area knew about animal chiropractic?
I just think that instead of putting a whole bunch of drugs down their throat and taking their life, I won't say destroying their lives, but you can, with chiropractic, we can fix them. We can honestly fix them. We can fix them without having an operation. We can fix them. Remember, if we fix a dog, he needs to be cage rest for 6 weeks, and that's like the worst thing you can do for a dog. Or horses that have to be put down, or any animal has to be put down. We can fix them. We can honestly fix them. If you give us enough time and you be patient with us, and you trust us, we can fix them. We can increase their lives. We can just make their lives so much better. So I do believe it's once you can, the results speak for itself.
If you are or know a veterinarian or chiropractor, or a student of either of these professions, visit our website, Animal Chiropractic Education Source, to see how to become certified in animal chiropractic. Start improving the lives of the animals around you. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the A.C.E.S channels so that you never miss an exciting episode.